Thank you very much, Chloe. Ladies and gentlemen, in 6 minutes' time, we'll be kicking off our senior grand final.
Final Gunnedah versus New England.
Can you hear this microphone at all, or
I can only because I can hear you from here.
Okay, right.
No, I can't hear myself at all. Go for it.
Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, testing.
Out there this afternoon. Make sure you tune.
Here we are, we're underway. AFL Northwest Grand Final, New England Nomads and the Gunnedah Bulldogs. Out of the centre, Dave Richards' first kick. And it's pushed through by the Bulldogs, that's a point. Opens the scoring with a point, a rush behind. Annette, over to you.
Yeah, that was good effort there by Modra, Dave Richards from the New England Nomads to get that clear and away. Morgan Dunn just not quite being able to get it. Oh, the Nomads have got it again. It's come back to him. And out for touch. So we'll have a throw in here now.
Down in the forward line for the New England Nomads. It's all been down their forward line. Only just started this grand final.
It's come out, been cleared by the doggies.
Over onto the wing.
Oh,
It's a boundary throw in. Over on the far wing. Free kick to the Nomads. Going to their ruckman Connor. Connor Ness, number 10 for the Nomads. Half forward line for the Nomads. Can the Gunnedah Bulldogs hand pass out into the open?
and it's gone through them all, collected there by Briggsy. Nobody quite getting to the contest at the moment. But we've got a Bulldogs there. It's held, and it's considered held.
Didn't try and get rid of it. Hayden Baker from the Gunnedah Bulldogs. Free to the Nomads.
And they moved it on quickly here, but it's once again gone back into touch.
Looking for Connor, unfortunately, over the boundary line. Andrew Gray in the ruck there for the Nomads. It's going to be out there a fair bit. That's the way the wind's flowing today, blowing over into that far forward line pocket or forward half forward line.
Yeah, it's been going all day for us today, this wind, and it's had a bit of an impact on some of the matches, but there's been a lot of points scored in some of the earlier ones, so we'll see if the win will be for or against these two teams that are going today.
Over to Jacob Spackman. It's a great tackle there.
Then he's called play on. It's out.
Morgan Dunn, has he been able to pick it up? Gets the ball out. Gunnedah, the Bulldogs clear it. Luke Raymond, number 35, gets onto the ball from the Nomads. Flips it out. That's Gary Briggs, number 12.
No clean marks yet, really, to date, but lots of good contesting happening back on the Nomad side. But cleanly taken right there by the Gunnedah Bulldogs.
It's a nice mark to Scott Hardy. He pumps it down into the Gunnedah forward line. A bit of a spin around. Is it a goal? There's our first goal by the Gunnedah Bulldogs.
First goal to the Gunnedah Bulldogs.
Scored by number 5. It's Mark Ewington.
That was a nice little collect and snap kick almost we had there. Good accuracy in front of goal from a very awkward collection position.
So our first major of the grand final goes to the Bulldogs.
And we get ready to restart with our centre bounce.
Andrew Gray in the ruck there. Bowls over both of them. Scrap for the ball, number 29.
And it wasn't taken off.
Andrew George, there he goes, number 7 for the Bulldogs.
Intense chase to try and get this ball.
Jonathan
Clearing
Frost.
from the Nomads.
Great kick off the ground. Is it out on the full? Yes, it is. A free kick to the Bulldogs. Out on the far wing. Nearly a mark. Jacob Spackman around onto that left foot. And is he going to get another one? It could be another one. Number 5.
Second goal to Mark Ewington this morning.
Mark Ewington, 2 goals, 2 kicks, 2 goals.
Not a bad accuracy there, right? Hey, Shane?
Yeah, perfect, Annette.
1.
I think that makes it 2 goals, 12 points to the Gunnedah Bulldogs. 1 behind to the New England Nomads. So they've come out firing, the Bulldogs. Their bus hasn't broken down this week.
No, it's obviously not been a problem for them, given it's their home game this time around.
It's only early. Dave Richards, well done. Is that 15? Choco passes it out. Angus Quayle takes one on the lead.
Angus Quayle being one of the top 5 in the leading goal kicking count for AFL Northwest this year.
Yeah, I think he's booted about 35 or 40 goals, something like that. Didn't quite win the goal kicking, but was up there.
Yeah, not very far behind Jacob Spackman and the eventual winner, Elliot Bowen. Let's see if he can slot the New England first one for today.
Lines it up. Other crowd behind him. Oh, it's off to the right.
And is it out on the full for us today?
I think it might be. Out on the full. Bulldogs to take the free. 29, John Wollaston. Going to bring the ball back into play.
Spectacular lead there through the centre, but he's gone down the side and well taken.
Finds number 31. Sam Proudfoot. Sam boots it down into the wing. Oh, that's a fantastic mark taken by Andrew George over there on the far wing.
Andrew George, of course, time first this year for the Gillies medal. But unfortunately, it's gone straight down the throat of the Nomads.
33's taken that mark. It was Thomas Mascow. Touch ball. Andrew George about to pick it up. Is he grabbed? Out of bounds again on the far wing.
So obviously not deemed to be holding the ball there. Play continued and we've got another throw in. That boundary line's getting a bit of a workout today.
Certainly is. I hope those boundary umpires have had their wheat bix this morning. Andrew George is about to take it. Has he got it? Everyone's over the top of him. He passes it out. It's a bit scrappy over there at the moment.
Yep, down and it's out.
Ben Maher grabs it. Number 3, Bulldogs. Oh, that's a great mark taken there by one of the Nomads backmen. Brings it out over to the far wing, looking for Choco. Number 1 for the Nomads is Spackman,
sure.
Jacob Spackman. Have they got him? He hand passes. Scott Hardy, number 11.
Oh, it's gone through him, but the Nomads have managed to collect and they've got it away again.
That's Brady McDonald, number 2. Out over to number 28. Nomads are clearing the ball. Picked up by Dylan Moore, number 11. Just a snap over his shoulder. Guess who he's found, Annette? It's Angus.
It's Quayle again.
Angus Quayle.
He gets another shot. Let's see what he can do with this one.
Tough shot into the breeze.
Yeah, and it's from quite a significant distance out, so we know he can carry it.
He's a very good kick, this guy. He's a very good kick. Normally pretty accurate too. I think the wind's grabbed it, Annette.
Distance not a problem, but hooked a bit to the right. So we have another behind for the New England Nomads. Doggies resetting.
2 goals 12 to 2 behinds to the Nomads.
Oh, and dropped there by John Wollaston. Taken by young Morgan Dunn, but it's out on the full. And Bulldogs regain possession.
Nomads want to try and lock it in down here.
Oh,
That's a great mark. Jesse Petrescu for the Bulldogs, number 20. Kicks it. We're the high flyers.
and it's gone to ground again.
Angus has got hold of it. The Bulldogs have got hold of him.
And it's come out in the tackle. Regathered by the Dogs. Can he get the handball? No. Umpires have called play on.
Benny Marr kicks it out.
Oh, almost spectacularly taken.
Tommy Hunt. It's going to be a ball up. Ruckman go up at it.
It's over the top, but not got away.
There's a handball, but no prior, and I think straight on to Dave Richards tackles Andrew George.
And we have another ball up. Down the ground. Gathered, but well smothered by the Bulldogs right there.
Great smother.
Keeping the Nomads honest.
Benny Marr, just a little bit over his head.
Just a bit too much on that one, and
Tom Hunt unfortunately can't keep it in, and it's over the boundary for a throw-in. Now Ruckman back in, Tom Hunt. And Brent Hartley. Bit scrappy at the moment.
unlike the normal play for these two teams, Shane.
Yeah, they're just testing one another out a bit, I think, just to see who can get this out into the open.
But in saying that, it really gives us an indication of who wants it, and I pretty can confidently say that they both really want this.
They both really do want it. Great hand pass there, Andrew George.
Lovely.
Weaving.
Oh, it's gone on the ground, uncollected by Dave Richards.
Giving it to Dave. He's over to Izzy.
Off to Izzy, who scored 3 goals last week for the Nomads.
What a snap. Is it through? It's a point. Bad luck, Izzy. Great snap then.
Yeah.
Isaiah Graham.
Yeah, and I believe Isaiah Graham kicked 3 in the victory over the Inverell Saints last week. He was
played very, very well. Kick out taken by the Bulldogs. Nice long kick.
just a bit too much on it again, it seemed. The Good Shepherd, clear.
Big kick into the forward line, Mark Barrow. Can the New England Nomads defend this? Oh, it's a great tackle. Bit scrappy down there. Oh,
We're going to get anything from this?
Oh, did he get that through? He's just picked it up as he popped it through. Yes, it's a goal.
Not the prettiest. A couple of chances there, but they got it in the end, and well done to the Bulldogs.
Did you see who got that in it? I didn't quite see the number.
I have to admit, I didn't quite get it in amongst all the players contesting. So I'm sure we will hear in a moment from our men on the ground who our goal kicker was for that moment.
That's a goal there to Gunnedah Bulldogs. Samuel Proudfoot takes them to 3 goals straight, 18.
Sam Proudfoot was the one that just kicked that off the ground, picked it up and popped it through.
3-3.
Big Sam Proudfoot, who's usually their ruckman, slog. Maybe playing a bit of a different role today for the Bulldogs.
Free kick there to the Nomads, maybe kicking in danger. Yep.
Kind of what it looked like, isn't it?
Number 20, Jesse Petrescu.
Took his time, wound it up, coming down.
Nice long kick.
Not taken. Trying to get it out again, and down to ground.
Bit scrappy. Everyone's got it in there. Umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it up.
I don't think it was going anywhere this time, Shane.
No, you're exactly right. Just a bit of desperation here from both sides. Dave Richards. Is he?
And off to
Isaiah. He's left, right. And it's a left one, and he's put it through a net.
Well done to Isaiah Graham. So that's the first major for the Nomads today.
Well done to the Nomads. 1-3, the 3 straight.
Trailing Gunnedah Bulldogs 3 goals straight, 18.
Will that get him going, Annette, do you think? That 1 goal then by Isaiah Graham?
I think it will certainly settle them a bit after they had a couple of opportunities. We've had a change on the bench here with Gary Briggs coming off. He's played a bit in their forward line today and had a couple of touches, so we'll see what change this makes.
Farron Land goes on, number 23. Can they get it out of the centre here? Benny Maher, I should say, over to Andrew George. Back to Benny Maher. He's a left foot. He's a long kick normally. What do you think?
Pretty convincing, Shane. Very good work.
Andrew George, Ben Maher. Straight through the middle.
That's the goals from Captain Benny Maher, number 3.
With Ben being their captain.
Bulldogs to 4 goals straight, 24, leading the Armidale Nomads.
He did have 6 or so weeks out midway through the season with a shoulder injury, but he's come back and been playing very well ever since. And testament right there, that was from, well, before the 50 line, and not a problem at all. Distance, accuracy, all there.
So they're off to a flyer, the Bulldogs.
And there he is, involved in the action again.
Ben Maher again, there he is, handball. Oh, he's going to, no, he doesn't get caught.
There's collected, gathered, and offloaded, but straight to the Nomads.
Straight down the Jonathan Frost. Passes it over. I think that's their big ruckman.
Oh, not collected well on the ground. What's it going to be?
Oh, no
Incorrect.
attempt. No attempt to try and get it out. Free kick, Jacob Spackman.
And we all know that Jacob Spackman's pretty good in front of goals as well.
Yeah, Queenslander, he likes this kind of weather. Nice and warm out here in Gunnedah today.
He is. It most certainly is great weather for finals footy.
He's a long kick too normally, Jacob.
Very well done.
Easily makes the distance.
But only for behind.
Off to the left. One behind. That's their first minor score.
Well, that's not bad given that we've been 13 minutes into this game now. And once again, getting a bit scrappy. Well, what have we been called? Penalty?
Play on. It was going to be a free. It's play on. Oh, that is a great mark.
Spectacular mark there. He's on the ground, but looks like he's getting himself up.
That is a great mark down the forward line for the Bulldogs.
And it's Ewington again. So let's see if he can put his third one on the scoreboard for today.
Playing exceptionally well.
Not too bad of an angle.
I think it's through.
And we have no problems whatsoever there.
That's the goal to number 15, Mark Rabbit Burrow.
That was Mark Barrow, number 15, that just kicked that one.
My apologies. I saw the 5. I missed the 1.
Scores 5-1-31 to 1-3-9 for the Nomads. So we know who started off the best here in the first quarter, Annette.
Yes. Up we go again. Contest down. Picked up by Bulldogs.
Scott Hardy playing a nice game in the centre, number 11.
It's a bit of an awkward bounce there.
Hayden Bacon, number 1 for the Bulldogs, over to number 28. Brett Hartley.
Oh, and it's out. Is it out on the full?
Tries to get it to Mark Barrow, but unfortunately, I think it was out on the full.
Yep. Free kick, Nomads.
Luke Raymond, Rambo, 35, takes the mark.
He's looking for his options, taking his time.
Trying to settle down the Nomads to try and get them back into the game.
Well, miscommunication, but
Over the back, great tackle, Andrew George.
And we've got
Paid, holding the, dropping the
incorrect
ball.
disposal.
Yeah.
So, once again, back on the Bulldogs. A little bit overcooked there. And didn't seem to matter. Got it back. Off the ground. Oh.
Some tough tackling then.
Oh, and he's been paid a free. Looked like he might have tried to get a hand to it, but...
Thought the umpire might have played on then, giving them the advantage, but maybe there was no advantage. Dave Richards has the ball in the centre.
Out to free man, Charles.
Charles Bergamer. Kick straight to the Bulldogs. Over to Jacob Spackman. He handballs it over.
And the James Mack kicks it away. What?
It's a shepherd. It's a shepherd. It's going to the Nomads for a shepherd. Number 10. They've shepherded out Connor Nest. Connor looking around. Where's the ball? Over to number 2. Brady McDonald. Looks out on the far wing. Morgan Dunn made the lead out there, but the wing got hold of it.
And gone over the sideline again. Fair chase, so not out for the Bulldogs to take. We'll have a throw in.
Tom Hunt and Alistair Hillard in the ruck.
Come out. Bit of a melee again. Collected by the Bulldogs.
Intercepted by the Bulldogs.
And we have another penalty.
It's number 13.
Holding the man, I think was the motion from our umpire there.
Bradley Jenkinson.
And it's been touched through for behind.
Rush behind, one to the Bulldogs. All the attacks been down at the Bulldogs' end.
And despite the scoreline, I think you could say that the New England Nomads have actually done a really good job defensively.
Yes, they have. That's the scoring end down that end. Brady McDonald out looking for Luke Raymond, 35. Can he control it? Unfortunately
no,
not.
Out a bit wide. Couldn't gather, and it's gone into touch. Once again, have a throw in.
Ruckman line up.
Andrew George and Jacob Spackman crowding around that area. And there is Jacob Spackman.
There he is. Gets the handball.
Up to
Bulldogs going backwards to try and go forwards.
which is actually something they're quite adept at doing and not new to them. And
Scott Hardy over to Jacob Spackman.
So he's got a shot at goal about 45 out, would you say, Shane?
Yeah, I'd say about 45 out. He's a left footer, so this might really suit him. The old Buddy Franklin swing around kick that he's got.
Yep. Oh, yes.
Here he comes in out to the left. That is a great kick.
It is a great kick, but
not quite long enough.
Is it touched?
Just touched on the line rushed through for a point.
But other than that, certainly no problems with distance or accuracy. It pretty much went straight through the centre of those posts.
Yep.
Didn't look like going anywhere else, really.
Here's Choco from the Nomads out.
The umpire is calling
10.
play on.
Connor Nest held to him.
Ball up. No prior opportunity for disposing there.
Andrew Gray in the ruck here. I think he got himself in the way then, the umpire. Jeremiah Howgate, 33. Scott Hardy over to Jeremiah, 33. Luke Raymond grabs the ball, puts it on the left.
Then we've got a couple in the chase here in the contest.
Andrew Gray, that's a great tackle.
He's lost it. But umpire has seen it from a different angle, and we've got another ball up on our hands.
Umpire Josh McKenzie says, great tackle. I'll throw it up. Let's go again.
Great contest out the back here. That's popped out. Out again. Oh, come up.
Oh, Brody
Nomads.
just gets a handball.
Just didn't have anybody really there to receive it for him and had to get rid of it. There's been a bit of a hit there.
Handballs it out.
Gary Briggs. And
Oh, did he get a foot to it? No, not quite. Over the line.
Touched over the line again. So it's not for want of trying that the Bulldogs haven't scored another goal, but certainly, I would say, amazing defensive work from the New England Nomads.
Certainly is, Nick, but the Bulldogs have locked it in down there, haven't they?
They certainly have. It hasn't gone past that centre of the line for quite a period of time now, but
Connor Nest
that's
takes the mark.
goal margin could have been a lot bigger if those couple of touches hadn't taken place. So
That's for sure.
not taken. Down again.
Brady McDonald picks it up, number 2, hands over Dave Richards. Near the boundary line.
And it's gone over.
It's over.
No, it's been walked over the line. There by Scott Hardy. 10 seconds.
Not very long to go until this
Siren goes.
there it is, quarter time.
And there it is. There it is for today. That's the first quarter done and dusted between the New England Nomads and the Gunnedah Bulldogs.
5-4-34 to the Bulldogs, 1-3-9 to the Nomads.
Time in the 2019 Greater Northwest AFL Grand Final.
Yeah, like they say, you're never quite sure which way the wind's going until both teams have had an opportunity to use it. So let's see if the Nomads can use some of the wind. Ball up in the centre.
Andrew George involved again, but off by the Nomads. There's Modra, Dave Richards. Oh, kind of.
Oh, it's a free kick there to Dylan.
I was going to say, kind of pushed into the ground a bit there. Little Dylan Moore, done very well. Also scored 3 goals in last week's semi-final win against the Inverell Saints.
Down into the forward line for the Nomads.
Oh.
Great tackle.
But go deemed to get it away. And it's in, it's down. It's down. I don't know where it is now.
Oh, it's underneath there. I think Morgan Dunn, number 11, is Dylan. Dylan Moore on the bottom of the pack.
Cooper Ryan, number 27 for the Bulldogs. I think ended up on top of him. Yeah, it's down again.
Dave Richards has got hold of it. Anything can happen when Dave's got it. Hands it over to Luke Raymond.
And he's kicked it. Has it got the distance?
3 for a point.
Once again, another behind to add, another minor to add to that scoreboard. So they're up to double digits now on that.
1 goal for 10 points to the Nomads. Out onto the far wing. Tapped by Jacob Spackman. Gets around onto that left foot.
And down on that very popular wing side again, that seems to be getting a lot of the action. I noticed that's where a lot of under-17s action took place as well.
And also in the girls' game, the women's grand final that was won by Inverell was over that side a lot as well.
Yeah. Inverell also involved in that under-17s match, but going down to the Morey Suns.
Stephen Ogilvie back out to Luke Raymond, number 35.
Few quick handball passes, trying
Little
to get
tap along. Isaiah.
It's up.
Oh, Angus Quayle, big mark.
Safely in his hands. He's been taking them well all season.
Vice-like grip there by Angus. I don't think the distance will be a problem here, Annette. What do you think?
No, I think it's very similar to the shot that he had down the other end a bit earlier that just didn't quite make it. But with the wind going his way now, I think we might be able to see another major added to the New England Nomads.
I think he's got to aim
tally.
for the right goal post. Let the wind just bring it round, put it through the middle. Let's see how he goes. Angus Quayle, in he comes.
He's kicked it.
Distance not a problem. Accuracy?
Also not a problem.
It's there.
And the New England Nomads have started the second quarter with a major and a minor now. So
2 goals for 16.
To the Gunnedah Bulldogs, 5-4. 34.
That's a goal to number 29, Angus Quayle. New England Nomads now 2 goals for 16. Trailing the Gunnedah Bulldogs 5 goals for 34.
Oh, recalled. Or do we have a penalty?
Hello.
It's been called down at the grandstand end, the cricket grandstand end. And they're restarting play again.
Up it goes. The ruckman.
Wow.
Big jump by number 24, Alistair Hillard.
And penalised.
Put the studs up. Could it be the stud, Annette?
I think it might have been those. That foot went pretty close to the chest.
So Tommy Hunt will take the free. Here he goes. Out to number 26. Clarence Barker. Clary.
Oh.
Over the back.
Oh, and it's touched the post.
So it's a throw in down there in the New England Nomads forward pocket. Can they block it in down there? Can the Bulldogs clear it out? Ruckman go for it. Nice
tap.
knock, but straight to the Bulldogs.
Straight to the Bulldogs. Touch there, though. Changed a bit of direction.
Morgan Dunn.
Tried to get it away.
That's a great kick.
Once again, Dave Richards in the action. Was that? No, I've got that wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, free kick number 4.
Yep.
Hamish Morgan.
Hold the man. Couple of leads down there. They're not. He's not looking at the lead. He's going for the long one.
He's taking himself 50 metres out, right on the line. He's gone up. And it's gone down, not touched and rushed through.
Still in play.
And cleared. I want
Scott Hardy.
straight to Morgan Dunn, who's gone
Morgan
in
Dunn
quick
goes to the pass.
centre.
Oh, it's a great little pass over to his mate, Dylan Moore. One junior to another junior.
It is. These two boys played under 17s together this year and in the junior ranks for the last couple of years.
Moore,
So they know each other's play very well.
we had the Gillies medal not so long ago, and in the under 17s, this guy Dylan Moore, number 11, was runner-up in the under 17 competition.
I believe he took out the coaches award for that year
Certainly
as well.
did. That is a great kick
And
by
very-
Dylan. Here come the Nomads.
Certainly. So that's 2 goals, 1 behind this quarter, with the Bulldogs yet to score.
It hasn't been down that end. 3-4, 22 to 5-4, 34.
Well, we did say before that that was the scoring end.
Certainly is.
And I recollect from the under 17s that young Nicholas Fisher scored probably 6 of his 9 or 10 goals down this end of the field. So it's certainly the more prolific scoring side for this day.
5 goals, 4.
Well, picked up, dropped,
Leading.
collected, it's in.
3 goals, 5.
Is it
And
out?
they're trying to get rid of it, but no. So we've got another ball up here. That's Andrew George.
Umpire Josh McKenzie decides he's throw it up. Up it goes.
Down, but straight to Gunnedah Bulldogs again. Well blocked there by the New England Nomads.
Luke Raymond grabs it. 35, tries to get it out. Oh, they're all over him.
Bit of a tumble. Out, but we've got a whistle.
It's high. I think
High.
Luke Raymond's got the ball, 35.
So free kick. Looking for a lead.
Dave Richards.
Oh, that would have been absolutely spectacular. Didn't quite stick that time. He's kicked it, but
There's
oh,
nobody there for the Nomads, unfortunately. Nobody there.
bit of a slip on the grass there. But they've recovered.
All Nomads. It's all Bulldogs, I should say, at the number 28.
Yep, so well marked
Brent
there.
Hartley. Over to Braden Baker, number 1. He's looking upfield. He looks infield.
He's gone into the centre.
Finds number 11, Scott Hardy. Scott's playing a great game so far.
He's had a number of touches, hasn't he? Back to our number 28, Brett Hartley.
Brent looks upfield, looks for something. There's got to be something on. Oh, just over his head, unfortunately. Mark Ewington couldn't quite grab it.
So they just slowed it down a bit there. Took their time, tried to maintain their possession. Getting the throw in now. Very physical ruck contest.
Luke Raymond grabs it, puts on the left foot.
Oh, and touched and missed, but gathered to Benny Marr.
Grabs it, looks
Kicked it
looks infield.
And not taken.
Brady
Collected.
McDonald hand passes it out. Frosty overruns the ball.
And we've got a contest here again.
Frosty grabs it.
Once again,
Scott
kicked
Hardy,
into
here he is.
nowhere.
He's everywhere.
Down the wing, down the centre, and kicked. Collect. Pamark is played. He's played
Jacob
on.
Stackman, here we go. Left foot.
It's down. Picked up.
Great pickup.
It's Hayden Barker, I believe.
Well done, Hayden.
And the Gunnedah Bulldogs have scored their
first goal for the quarter.
For the quarter, are behind.
In it comes.
Oh, it's been knocked down and collected by the Bulldogs from that kick out. He's just got it away. Bit of the slip of the hands. Oh, that was a bit lucky maybe not to have been paid. David Richards picks it, disposes straight to the Bulldogs, but gathered again by the Nomads. It's sort of ping-ponging all over the place.
Jesse Petrescu, Ken Dylan Moore, it's number 11, Benny Marr, number 3. He gets a foot to it, over to Dylan, over to Morgan Dunn. Is that going to be through? That is a fantastic goal.
That was amazing by Morgan Dunn. Unfortunate for Ben Marr, tried to get it away, but Morgan was sitting right in the right spot very quickly.
A snap over the shoulder from 50 out, and it's gone through.
Young Morgan Dunn is currently one of the couple of AFL Northwest youth in the Swans Academy, and he's been doing a fair bit of training, and I think you can see that it's really done a lot for his skill level and his confidence being in that.
Yeah, he has been out injured with an ankle, so that might have helped the whole situation, but that was a great snap by Morgan Dunn.
It was. He has had an injury on that ankle. He only came back into play 1 or 2 weeks ago. out for the last couple of weeks of the regular season with an ankle injury. So let's hope that this hasn't aggravated it too much.
Here we have Tommy Hunt. Alistair Hillard in the ruck there. Current score, Gunnedah Bulldogs 5-5, 35. New England Nomads 4-5, 29. 1 goal, 6 points in it.
Oh, out to the Bulldogs. Oh, there's a bit of a chase. David Richards trying to get there. Didn't quite make it. Hayden Barker's picked it up, collected, kicked it.
Is that a snap?
And
it's hit the post.
Hit the post. How unlucky.
Hayden Baker, bad luck.
Everything going for it.
There we go. We've got Choco bringing the ball in.
Yep.
Jonathan Frost over to Rambo. Luke Raymond, left foot, looks downfield, looks for Isaiah. Isaiah Graham, is he? He's a great left if he can get on the left. Hand passes over.
Hand passes. Dylan Moore.
Over to his mate, Morgan Dunn.
Taking mark. Is he going to go for goal?
From his last shot, I think he could make the distance in it. What do you think?
I think he can make the distance. I'm not so sure about the angle, but I'm happy to be proven wrong.
Goes for the top of the square.
And, chest marked attempt. Didn't come
Andrew
off.
George shuffles the ball out in front.
Still going.
Bulldogs clear it.
Good second and third efforts there by Andrew George. The contest was good. Slog, Samuel Proudfoot takes that mark, hands it off to Andrew George, sends it down the line to Gary Briggs. A clean mark there. He's about 60 metres from goal.
Great mark by Gary, good lead. Pops it up. It's all Nomads, I think. Connor Nest, number 10, grabs it. Somebody just off the interchange.
Came in and managed to clean that one up. So where's it going now? It's Jacob Spackman. He's shepherding there. Tapped away by the Bulldogs, but straight to the Nomads.
Dave Richards, that's a great mark.
Wonderful contest there between two number 7s, Dave Richards, Modra from the Nomads, and Andrew George.
He looks for the centre, he goes infield. That's a great mark.
Wonderful. He's playing on, not taking the mark.
Clary Baker. That is a great goal. Clary Baker. Was it number 26? I think it might have been.
I guess we'll see in a moment, Shane. Or we'll hear it from our people on the ground.
I think Clary's put it through, number 26. Clarence Barker, I should say. Great goal by Clary.
Number 26, Clary Barker.
Yep, you've got it right. So, and a really, really quick turnaround.
Within a point, Gunnedah leading 5 goals 6.
And guess what the score is? 1 point the difference between these two teams. Is the right-hand side of the camera the scoring end, do you think?
I think it might be. That's where, obviously, Gunnedah got out to a stellar lead at the start. Straight to Ewington there.
Mark Ewington, it could be going for goal number 3, is it? Goal 3?
This will be his third. I do believe you're right. So we'll see distance, maybe about 35 out there. So
directly in front. I think the Bulldogs need this to stop the run of the Nomads at the moment, don't you think?
I think they do. It's been a long time that they've been letting the Nomads convert.
I think that is straight over the goal umpire's hat.
It did. That was not a question between where that's at. That was right in the middle of those two sticks.
That was a great goal by Mark Ewington.
So hopefully this will settle for the Bulldogs, and they'll be hoping to pull that momentum that the Nomads seem to be having back a bit as we take it back to the centre.
Score is 6 goals 6. 42 to the Gunnedah Bulldogs, 5-5, 35 to the New England Nomads. Out of the ruck. Picked up by number 23, Stephen Ogilvie.
Kicked out into space.
Out over into that far
bounce.
wing. The wind's got hold of it and it's out of bounds for a throw-in. Everyone can take a bit of a breather, including you and me, Annette.
Yes, yep. A bit of fresh air coming our way.
Hope you're enjoying this live stream, the AFL Northwest Grand Final, New England Nomads and the Gunnedah Bulldogs.
Those tried to clear it there, but no luck. Smothered. Contesting again. Once again, just lots of groundwork being done.
Luke Raymond
2 on 1.
Is that it? Isaiah Nilly.
That was phenomenal. There was 2 of them, but Mark not paid. I wondered if it was touched. Izzy's down. He's up again, but Bulldogs now have it. Gary Briggs.
That's a great mark. Morgan Dunn.
Number 14 for the Bulldogs, Isaac Reeves, just not able to get
Great
in
lead.
front of him.
Oh, it's just gone through his fingers there.
And Ben Maher again,
Callum O'Loughlin.
holding the man.
Free kick to Benny Maher. Gunnedah Bulldogs captain. Looks for a lead. Andrew George out here on the wing. There it is.
Easily taken, no one on him. Looking for another option further downfield. Once again, just slowing it down a bit. Oh, there's Jacob Spackman.
Oh, Connor just got a hand in there, just in time. Number 10 looks for the centre. Who's there?
Lots of people.
That's a great pick-up, a great carry. There's Morgan. Can he get past? He gets around Ben. Looks in field.
Got him, but it's a bit and straight to number 36 for the Bulldogs, Oliver Nieder.
Well done, Oliver. He kicks it. That's a great mark then taken by Jesse Petrescu for the Nomads.
A few turnovers happening here.
Yeah.
Just nobody really able to keep hands on it. That's a great...
Luke Raymond, has he got it? Rambo, he picks it up.
Good defensive punch just then, though, by James Mack.
Andrew George has got it. Usually does it something with a footy. So does Benny Maher, number 3.
Got it again, and there we go. Straight down to number 13, Bradley Jenkinson. So he's kicked it into the 50.
Bradley's looking in the middle. I don't know if that's a mark. It's been paid.
So
15, Mark Burrow.
Almost looked like a bit of a miscommunication.
Oh, it's a pass. Jacob Spackman.
Oh.
Guess what? He's taken it.
He's got it. Safe hands there. Jacob Spackman doesn't usually drop those. And has a shot at goal again.
Was he runner-up in the Gillies best and fairest, Annette? I know he was in the top 3, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I believe he was in those top couple, which is not unusual because he is a pretty spectacular player, and he's just kicked a goal, so you can see why. Quite commonly, there's one of those players that you do notice, and with Gunnedah Bulldogs only losing one game all season, which is right towards the end to the Inverell Saints.
Jacob Spackman, his first goal for today.
Takes the Gunnedah Bulldogs to 7-6-48.
48
to 5-5-35 to the Nomads.
5 goals, 5-35.
So that's a 13-point differential here. Couple of goals against the wind to the Bulldogs. Ball up,
Down.
nice tackle in the middle.
And up it'll go again. Jacob Spackman was the 2017 Gillies medal winner,
Okay.
going a couple of years back.
Knew he was up there.
And I do believe he was also runner-up last year. Oh, we've got a penalty for the Nomads
Free
here.
kick, Jesse Petrescu. Jesse looking downfield.
Downfield, is he going to go to the wing like we've seen all day? Oh, it's headed the other direction.
Dave Richards, he's looking for Dave Richards.
Oh, and he's come off hands there.
Dave chasing it again.
Wasn't able to collect.
That's a great tackle. That's a great tackle.
Got rid of it.
Another great tackle. Nomads, all the pressure on the Nomads here. Number 6.
They've turned it over, and it's done
Unfortunately,
for
Charles
behind.
Bergmeyer. Bad luck, Charles. Just off.
You would sort of say that was almost against runner play because most of the collections off the ground there were actually the Bulldogs, so Nomads getting it in the end, but unable to convert.
Play out of the square.
Big
Straight down the middle.
kick.
Connor Nest. Great mark. Looking for where he can take it to. Looking right. Coming out right. Looking for Dave Richards again. Hayden Baker picks it up. Oh, there's a dive there by Andrew Gray, 19 for the Nomads. Didn't quite take it.
And there's a bit of a scuffle happening down here to try and get the ball out. It's out again. And in the hands of the Nomads.
Nomads.
Swung. And incorrect disposal. We have free kick back to the Gunnedah Bulldogs now. Let's see what they can do with it. Number 14.
Isaac Reeves has got the ball. Oh, that's a great mark. Connor Ness, number 10.
He's getting a lot of touches too today. He's been involved in a lot of plays, especially a number of intercept plays.
Playing very well out to Choco.
Yep.
Wallu Hall, commonly known as Choco around town, hands it over to Brody McDonald. Looks downfield, finds Angus Quayle.
Once again, a safe pair of hands right there. Moving it down. There's Dylan Moore. He's got it. Handballing it off.
Comes inboard to number 8.
Another handball. But no. Deemed hold by umpire. And once again, over in the Bulldogs.
Benny Maher.
Kicks it straight to number 14 again, Isaac Reeves. You've seen his number pop up a few times in the last couple of
Connor
minutes.
Nest, he's taken another one in net, though. I think that's 3 in a row.
I believe it is. It's right position.
Stephen Ogilvie, number 23 for the Nomads. It's over his head. Bulldogs have got hold of it.
Big handball there.
Farron Lamb. That's a great tackle, Dave Richards.
Oh, but we've got a
Holding
hold.
the man. Gee whiz. Not happy about that.
And
Bradley Jenkinson.
holding his nose a bit there. Don't know if he may have copped a bit of a bump.
Or he's a good actor in it, one or the other.
Well, we would never do anything like that in the AFL Northwest League, Shane.
No, of course not.
We're not
Never.
like that at all.
Can he make the distance?
Well, that's a solid boot, but it's gone up and it's gone down. Almost collected though. Oh,
A bit of a snap over the by
by number 23.
Farron Lamb. Had a snap over it with the left foot, unfortunately.
Straight into the hands and rebounded off a Nomad, I believe.
You're exactly right.
But they're giving themselves scoring opportunities and spending more time in their own half now, the Bulldogs. So they'll be pleased about that.
Clary Baker, down it goes, but unfortunately rolling, gone out of bounds.
You're going to get a throw in.
Bulldogs are 7-7-49 and the Nomads 5-6-36. It's 13 points. Andrew Gray, big tap out of the ruck.
Oh, I believe that was high. Yep. So penalty to the New England Nomads. Rambo.
Luke Raymond for the New England number 35. Down he goes. He's looking for the Flyers. Where's all the big Flyers down there? Clary Baker.
Been picked up. Handballed. Nobody there. A bit of a chase.
Off the ground by Isaiah.
But collected by Gunnedah. They've got a bit of space now. And, very well taken there by Bradley Jenkinson.
Well done, Brad.
Also looking for an option. Goes wide.
Looks out there for number 28.
Yes.
Brent Hartley. Over to Jacob Spackman. They're playing around with him now. Onto the right foot for Jacob.
Yep. It's up. Oh, it's like, and a miscommunication.
Gee whiz.
Couple of Nomads there getting in each other's way, actually.
One Nomad then on top of the other Nomad.
Who have we got down? Can't see. The play continues. And Benny Maher.
Benny Maher playing a great game. Flyers again. Oh, Angus Quayle. What a great
Quayle
mark.
Takes it. So you can see
Tommy Hunt coming off, taking some deep breaths.
making sure he's coming through the interchange area.
Angus Quayle.
Well, right down.
Half forward, down on the half forward line.
Tight.
Picked up by Clary Baker.
And
looking for Isaiah. What a punch in that.
That was a great defensive moment from the Bulldogs, as they've been doing today. And touched but gone to ground.
Scott Hardy's got hold of it.
Does.
Looks up ground for Andrew George.
Andrew George. Will he take the kick himself? We know he can do it.
He's a great kick normally, Andrew. They call him Georgie down here. Georgie Porgy.
Georgie Porgy. King George at the moment after tying equal first for the Gillies medal with young Ed George from the Samworth Swans.
Yeah, one of our
King George and Prince George. No relation.
Oh, it's out to the right of net.
It's gone.
Where's the Flyers, the big Flyers?
And nobody really seemed to go up for
it's
it
a
for the
snap, it's a
Bulldogs.
snap. Only through for a
behind.
Point. Number 13, I think that might have been.
Bradley Jenkinson. Yep, they're playing on. Right over the top.
Andrew
and
George,
he's
what an
playing on.
intercept.
What a great mark.
The crowd is up, then the crowd's down.
It was a great intercept mark straight between two Nomads players, collected it and just kept going. Unfortunate
another
to miss.
short pass. He's put it straight down the throat of the Bulldogs, number 31.
Slog, Samuel Proudfoot, so he gets a shot at goal now. Let's see if he can make amends for the...
You can't gift them goals like that, Annette.
No, especially not right in front, which is right where Samuel Proudfoot is. He's
Has he
kicked
put it through?
He
He has.
slotted another major for the Gunnedah Bulldogs, and they're pulling away a bit again as they now have 8 goals 9 to the New England Nomads 5 goals 6.
There's half-time in the AFL Northwest Grand Final.
Yes, and I think that the Gunnedah Bulldogs will be very pleased with that last few minutes of play, because the New England Nomads really had the knock on them at that first part of the quarter.
For 2019, we have the Gunnedah Bulldogs, 8 goals 9, 59, leading the New England Nomads 5 goals 6, 36.
8-9 doesn't add up
About 5
to
minutes time, we'll
59.
be drawing the mega raffle. If anyone does need more tickets,
8-9-57.
you can go see the ladies in the kiosk. $1 a ticket, all proceeds going to the GS Kid
Well, what's
Memorial.
G'day everybody and welcome back to Wolseley Oval for the 2019 AFL Northwest Men's Grand Final. It's a familiar voice you're hearing in your ear, ladies and gentlemen. Billy Jupp and Ben Jaffrey from the Northern Daily Leader and the One Percenters podcast going to take you through the third term. Welcome aboard, Ben Jaffrey.
Thank you, Billy. I think this is definitely a step up in life, isn't it? we're literally at the highest point up here as well. Very good spot to be. You can see the ground pretty well, so
absolutely.
Happy days.
Absolutely. It's been a cracking first half so far, Ben Jaffrey.
We've got some peanuts in the crowd yelling out to us. I don't think they're listening, but quiet down, please. Thank you very much. Sorry, Billy. Continue.
That'll be great. We're about ready to get going here for the third term here at Wolseley Oval. The Bulldogs in control just at the moment, but a pretty seesawing second term has seen us get to this point.
Yeah, that second term was a big one. The Nomads really hit back, and I think they came within a point, if I'm not wrong, and looked like they were going to go on with it, but Bulldogs hit back and set up a 20-point margin at the half-time break. So here we go. First ball up, Billy. How good is this?
Excellent.
Footy.
Hillard wins the tap down all the way back down there to Quayle. Ball comes to ground level. Hartley there for the Dogs, unable to get going with it. Kurgan Vegan sends it forward for the Dogs in the direction of Spackman. He's unable to gather it. Spills free. And now it comes out to the wing where it's marked just on centre wing right in front of us here, Ben Jaffrey.
Yeah, Nomads have the ball now. Looks like that is Graham who just kicked the ball forward.
And nice a big spoil there from Cooper there to see it out of bounds.
We're going to have a ball in.
And reset about 50 metres out from the Nomads goal here to start off the third term of the 2019 AFL Northwest Grand Final.
Yeah, looked. They've done that well today. The Dogs. They've gotten the ball out of the centre quite well. Good to see the Nomads bounce back though. And
that's holding the ball.
Turnover, holding the ball. Billy Jupp's called, and the umpire has listened by the looks of it.
Yeah, Cooper pinged holding the ball there, and the free kick will go to Morgan Dunn there for the New England Nomads. Had a great game so far here, young man.
Dylan Moore.
Sorry, and he'll just chip it inboard into the 50.
Get used to that.
And it's marked by Graham now. About 35 metres out from the Nomads goal.
I think that's Graham. I might have got it wrong before. No, Grant. No. James Grant we've got.
You've got the team sheet, so we're going real well here.
I'm trying to line up the numbers. So James Grant here taking a shot at goal, 45-degree angle. Stepping up, Andrew Jaws are on the mark.
Oh, it's coming back, and that's home.
Oh wow!
The Nomads have got their first of the third term.
There we go. The Nomads. They're not going to give up without a fight, are they?
Absolutely, and that's a pretty competitive goal, given that most of the scoring today has probably been done down the other end of the ground. The wind sort of blowing into that pocket, if you can see on screen, towards the clock tower here in Gunnedah. So that's a pretty good goal there to get against the breeze.
Yeah, definitely. And deceptive this wind as well. You know, down on the ground, it didn't feel too bad, but then obviously, as we've seen throughout the day, the scoring has been done at the Darracon end. So good start by the Nomads, and we're back into it. Looks like they've got a clearance here as well. So it's almost back in the Nomads 50.
Surging forward, the hand pass is missed there. James Mack just flew a hand at it, got nowhere near it. Comes out now to Hartley. Been pretty good today, Brent Hartley. It tickles out to the wing now. Hayden Baker. He'll tuck it under his arm for the Dogs and send it forward into attack. Looking for Spackman. It's a 3-on-1. Spackman unable to teal it in, but brings it to ground level where Briggs just knocks it forward out in the direction of Proudfoot. His hand pass back was excellent. It gets onto the boot of Baker. He has a shot for goal, and it looks as though it's home.
That's a goal.
That's a goal there to the Bulldogs, and Hayden Baker kicks his first for the afternoon.
And a pretty exactly what they wanted to there. Hit back straight away, instantly, and a handy goal too. Nice little snap fry by young Hayden Baker there.
Absolutely, having a pretty good afternoon here. One of Gunnedah's famous rapscallions there, Hayden Baker. 18 this year, and that's a pretty good goal for him just to ease his way into this third quarter, and a good effort there for the Dogs just to hit back.
Yeah, they would have really wanted that, and with that win behind them, they want to try to set up the win in this quarter if they can. They don't want to leave anything to chance in that fourth quarter. So we'll see how they go here out of that middle as we've got another ball up. And
punch free,
scrappy stuff here.
Yep, Hardy gets in there for the Dogs, unable to surge it forward. Briggs at ground level once again. Ball continues to just bobble around. Hardy goes off the ground in the direction of Spackman and the man they call Rambo. And Rambo there for the Nomads taken high. And the free kick will go to New England.
Interesting call there, but the right one because the umpire is always right.
Absolutely.
I wasn't sure what happened there, but Nomads have the ball and they have a chance to ping back out of that 50, and here goes Rambo going to a nice little short kick to...
Well, went looking for our man Grant, went over his head. Wollaston had it, lost it, and then it'll surge forward again for the Nomads, and a good mark taken there on the half-forward flank.
Yeah, that was a nice quick kick by Quayle up to Clarence Barker there, and he's gone long, bombs it in there.
Big pack surges and a big grab taken there 20 metres out in front of goal.
That is a great mark by
That's the big man, Tom Hunt.
Is it?
That's Tom Hunt there directly in front of goal. And pretty good recovery here. Just before half time there, he copped a pretty bad knock there and a big pack that formed. But we've also got an injury just here on centre wing. It looks like Tom Maher might have done his shoulder. And
doesn't look good.
Doesn't look good as Hunt goes back and drills it for the Nomads. They've hit back on the scoreboard, but Tommy Hunt here just coming off the ground in front of us, and take it from an expert on shoulder injuries, Ben Jaffrey. He looks to be in a fair bit of bother.
Yeah, no, that looks like it hurt. He had a big punch on the ground, letting out a bit of frustration there. So he's obviously annoyed with himself, but what can you do? Nothing you can do with injuries, can you? They happen sometimes at the worst times. Hopefully he's all right, but it doesn't look good. He looked like he's in a fair bit of pain there.
He's in the hands of the trainers at the moment, and we're going to come back to the middle now for another ball up, as Hillard wins the tap down for the Dogs. Went looking for Andrew George and missed him. No one really wanted the footy, so it trickles out the back in favour of the Nomads. Good work at ground level now, gets out to Quayle. Big shot from about 55 into the goal square. Minor score.
Just a point. Looked like it might have went through there, but no.
Just faded there late as Cooper wastes no time bringing it back in for the Dogs, and a good kick out there onto the half-back flank where he finds Hartley, who goes long up the line once again and finds Spackman unopposed. Quick to play on, just squirts one up the wing. Finds its way to Baker, who just measures up. That's a great kick over the top. Proudfoot going back with the flight. That took courage. Unable to reel it in at ground level. Now he smacks it backward. That's a really good effort there. Gets it back to Baker. Big fly up now from Barrow. Oh, unable to take it. And a free kick paid.
Looked like he took the mark there and it was knocked out of his hands, and it's gone that way.
Well, absolutely. Mark Barrow now going to line up for what I believe might be goal number 3 for the afternoon now for the Bulldogs veteran. Fun fact about Mark Barrow, Ben Jaffrey, I think he's one of the few players in AFL Northwest to have played at 3 different clubs. He's played with the Tamworth Roos, the Narrabri Eagles, and now the Gunnedah Bulldogs as well, as he goes back and kicks the goal.
There's a goal, 3 clubs. That's if we're going off this year, half the competition. So,
exactly.
A fair effort by anyone. As you say, if anyone else knows out there, if someone has played for more than 3 clubs or even 3 clubs, we'd love to know. I don't know how you can get it to us, but we'd love to know.
Absolutely. And if you're a fan of us on our 1%ers podcast on the Northern Daily Letter website, you'll know that we're normally grossly underprepared, and that's again the case here this afternoon, as we're unaware of anybody else that might have played for 3 mobs. But there we go.
We don't want to shock anyone with actual.
You've got to be consistent, don't you?
Yeah.
As the ball up comes again, great big tackle there laid by Andrew George for the Dogs. We'll see a secondary ball up inside the centre circle. And it's just starting to get really competitive here. The Premiership quarter, they refer to the 3rd term in AFL circles. And this one's really tensing up as it comes down now through Hillard from the tap. Ball still at ground level, unable to go forward. Does eventually go through Hunt. A big punch from behind there from Benny Marr. Great punch. Comes to ground level though. Snap around the body for the Nomads.
That's Morgan Dunn. That's your boy.
That's my boy, and a big mark in the goal square.
That's who we got wrong before. That's Isaiah Graham.
That's Isaiah Graham there.
Great mark there.
I believe he's known as Frosty around the Nomads group, so I could be wrong there, but
Could be wrong. I'm not sure.
Could be wrong. We're a long way away from here, so it's hard to tell.
I think it might be one of the other boys. Might be Frosty.
At any rate,
your boy might be Frosty.
Oh, down back, of course. I know he plays K position.
Hand in front of the camera.
Oh, and he went to play on. Went for the snap around the body off the play on, and it cannons into the goalpost, and that's just a minor score. That hurts. Golden opportunity there for the Nomads goes begging. As Cooper now to try and bring it back in for the Bulldogs. He's just got a man in the pocket in Mack. Not a great kick. And Angus Quayle drifts in front and cuts it off. That's a great grab.
One hand out forward, just gets it in his fingertips and manages to reel it in on the second go. And he's just gone a short kick to Isaiah Graham.
Isaiah Graham, not 15 apparently. 15. Play on. And I thought he might have been taken high. The Bulldogs are calling for holding the ball. The umpire meets everybody in the middle and says, I'll have it.
Holding the ball would have been a tough one there.
I think not 15 was probably a bit stiff as well, to be fair.
Yeah,
but,
I thought it carried.
At any rate, we've got a 50-50 contest again as it comes down to ground level. Not much happening there. It's pretty scrappy today. Has been throughout the game, but that's what to be expected on a grand final. Wouldn't you agree, Ben Jarrett?
Exactly. Grand finals brings out the best. Nomads are definitely bringing their best today. It seems in the last month or so anyway, they seem to be getting better with every game, and they've done this again. We've got a quarter and a half to go to see if it's enough to beat the Gunnedah Bulldogs. There's a big tackle there.
No, he's been pinged for holding the ball. Gee, that's curious.
Right.
I thought that might have been a little bit in the back, but at any rate, it's a free kick now out on centre half back as it now comes back into the forward 50 over the top of the leading player. Hardy picked it up at ground level, wrapped up immediately by the man they call Modra. It eventually comes out though. Baker in prime position, unable to reel it in. It now comes back forward through Hall into the Nomads forward line and unable to find anybody, but gained some valuable territory for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, they'd want to. I think they'd like to turn this into a goal at this point. They've had the ball's been just staying around this forward 50 for a bit here, and the Nomads would love to get a goal here and peg that margin back a bit. Otherwise, it would be an opportunity gone missing. You'd think that they would think that as the ball's held in, another ball up.
Another ball up, exactly right, Ben. These are more often than not when grand finals are decided the third term, as we're seeing a bit of push and shove there around that contest. Just time to play footy, though, I would have thought. And it's unusual to see Richards in the scrap like that. He's one of the more respected players in AFL Northwest, one of the stars of the competition too, it must be said. As the ball comes now to ground level, comes out towards George. He's probably not taken in the back. Actually pretty good not to get him in the back. Comes out to Hardy. His little chip, 15 metres, was enough for Hillard to make something of it. He just got it forward. And the man they call Rambo streams through. Briggs nearly cleaned him up, but unable to make any contact. Ball comes to ground level again, and our boy George at the ground level once more. He flicks it out the back, and it comes out towards McDonald. He goes long into the forward 50. Probably being held there was Richards or Thomas, but the umpire says play on. Comes out now to Mack, who tumbles one out towards the boundary line in front of the old scoreboard here at Wolseley Oval. And we'll have a boundary throw in about 75 metres from the Nomads goal.
Yeah, I'd tell you, if Hayden Baker had got the ball out there, I thought he might have went on a little run. He was desperate to get to it. I'm sure the other boys in the back line there would have happy to see it go out, though.
Absolutely. It's being played at a frenetic pace here at the moment. Might not come through as it does live, but boys are crashing in here at the moment, and we've got a young fella here down in front of us popping balloons, which is counterproductive. As the ball comes out now towards the Nomads forward line, big high kick coming into the forward 50. Quayle, unable to reel it in, and ball comes spilling out again. Yeah, they're toughing it in here, aren't they, Ben Jaffrey?
Yeah, they are. They're holding this ball in, and no, the Dogs though, they just keep repelling. They can't seem to get it past roughly about the halfway line though.
Setting up that wall pretty well here, the Nomads. Just a couple behind the ball, and seem to be getting numbers out as that ball was looking for our boy Grant, but unable to find him, and it'll eventually trickle out of bounds.
Gone out.
Pretty much exactly where we just had the last throw in.
Yes, pretty much. They've the ball's been moved around a bit, but it's found at the same place. As you said, the Nomads setting up this wall well. Having played them a couple of weeks ago, they did that. It's probably what. One of the big things that actually beat us was how well they set up that wall. It's almost got a couple of layers. They've got one and they've got a few out the back.
Interesting development there, Ben Jaffrey. We have seen just Angus Quayle coming to the bench for a well-earned spell, and he's been replaced by, I want to say that's Burgermeyer is how you say that young man's name. But looks as though he's fine. Looks as though he's fine. It's just perhaps a little bit worked over, but
just having a blow, I think. Just having a blow.
Having a quick breather, and the ball locked inside the forward 50. And there's a little bit happening down here on the boundary. Not too sure what that's all about, but a few words being exchanged, but all good, says the umpire. Play on as the ball balled up again inside the forward 50. Comes out the back to Rambo. Left foot snap. Oh, that's one of the goals of the day.
That's classy, that goal.
That is one of the goals of the day from the man they call Rambo, but we probably should identify him properly.
Luke Raymond.
He's one of the stars of the Nomads midfield. And that's a ripping goal there. That's one of the goals of the day. That's a big call because we've seen some crackers so far.
Yeah, that was a great goal. He's pressure on, falling, managed to hit it beautifully off the left. A little bit of a snap. Too easy. Makes it look easy anyway.
Made it look very easy there, but that sort of breaks the quagmire that we've had there over the last sort of 5 minutes. Neither side really able to land a blow. And now we've seen it go the way of the Nomads. So just tensioning up here this third term. Both sides looking to battle it out as the umpire throws it up again. Proudfoot been thrown into the ruck for the Dogs. This one probably won by Hunt. Comes down to ground level. There's our man Raymond again. Goes long up towards the forward 50. Lands just inside and it goes out towards the pocket.
There's just kicked it in.
And it's
out,
not a great kick in the end there from Lachlan. That one goes out of bounds on the full, and it'll be a Bulldogs free kick. As time just ticking away here in the third term. I can't quite see. There's 12 minutes remaining of this quarter here.
I had no idea.
Now, it's a precarious position here at the moment where we're at commentating this game, but it's a thrilling game of football to watch here at the moment as the ball now spills out of the back line, out towards Hartley once again. Called his name a few times this quarter.
Booming left foot.
Booming left foot indeed. Falls now for, I want to say that's Hillard, who's wrapped up. His hand pass was cut off by Hunt, and now it'll come.
Pins it back.
And it'll be coming out now to the centre wing again. Big run there.
Morgan Dunn. Just gets caught but gets the ball away, so he's done well there. Hayden Baker picks it up, chips it to
Jenkinson.
Wasn't it?
It was Jenkinson who chips it back into the middle, finds Scott Hardy. He's got a man out on the wing here in Gary Briggs. He's spotted him. It's not a great kick. It'll mean Briggs has to stop and prop as he's manned up. but he's able to wheel and go. Just puts it out in front of Kurganvin.
Oh, nice. That was a nice kick.
That was
a really good kick.
Well kicked.
No, is he all right?
Yeah, well weighted, and a good diving mark there from the man they call Tiggs, a West Tigers supporter, is Adam Kurganvin. And he kicks it into the pocket now, looking for Barrow, who just got edged out of it there. Gee, not sure what was going on there. Perhaps a miscommunication. Thought it might have been a teammate behind him, but instead it's an uncontested mark as the ball comes now up the wing towards Quayle.
He's back on.
Over the back on the ground, as you say, Ben Jaffrey. There might be a tackle here, but not laid. It goes forward. In front position there was Thomas in front of Richards. He brought it to ground level. Looks like he's carrying a shoulder injury as well. Comes back into the middle now, looking for that man Graham. Tumbles in front of him. Able to gather it. That's really good on the left. Snapping back towards goal. It's just drifting across the face, and we'll see it out of bounds inside the forward pocket there for the Nomads.
I really thought that was going to be one of those ones that sat on the point and just went straight into the goal, but it hasn't. It's gone about 10 metres to the right of the point post as we get it thrown in. And as I said before, Nomads will really want to make the best of this opportunity.
Yeah, make the most of this one as well. You feel as though they've got the momentum here at the moment.
Definitely.
Ball just tickling away. Comes out eventually through James Mack. He more or less just handed it to Brent Hartley as he goes long up the wing again. Another booming left foot. Been a trademark of Brent Hartley's game this afternoon. And Hayden Baker, once again, the beneficiary as he dances around his opponent, drills it long into the 50, but again, uncontested mark for the Nomads.
Jonathan Frost, he reads the ball well at the back there. He plays well off that half back or... There he is again. He's got the ball back.
That's a great one too there from Frosty, as you say. He kicks long, looking for Richards. Good intercept there, spoil from Proudfoot. But Richards, you give him an inch, you give him a mile, and he just steadies up and finds Barker inside the forward 50 for the Nomads. And Clary Barker, who made a bit of a return there about the midway point of this season. He was told the club early doors that he might just sort of play where he can, but he has probably played majority of the Nomads games in the second half of the season, and a really great inclusion for them. A classy footballer. And a chance to really breathe some life back into this game if he can go back and kick this goal.
Big plus here. He's lining it up, taking it very slowly.
Plenty of noise around the ground as he goes back and he drills it.
And that's a goal.
That is a classy finish. Classy finish there from Clary Barker there to get the Nomads right into this ball game. And
back to 8 points now.
Back to 8 points. This has been an ebbing and flowing game, but you just feel as though you can't count the Dogs out, but they're going to have to find something here late in this third term if they want to be comfortable at the three-quarter time break, because at the moment, the momentum's fully with the Nomads.
Yeah, well, 2 kicks for most people, 8 kicks in it for myself, and 2 kicks for others. Not much. And
Is that 1 goal and several out of bounds on the full there for you, Ben Jaffrey?
We'll take your pick. But, very much back in this game, the Nomads, and they've looked on top this whole quarter. They probably, I wouldn't say they're unlucky to not got a few more, but they're probably a bit dirty on themselves that they haven't probably kicked 1 or 2 more.
Absolutely. As Briggs sends the Dogs forward, Frost there able to rebound it out for the Nomads. His hand pass has been trapped under, and it looks as though the tackle's been paid holding the ball.
It didn't look like he was trying.
It didn't. You're right, we're not on ground level, so we'll back the umpire on that one. Didn't look as though there was a genuine expectation there to get rid of it, but Brad Jenkinson's going to be the beneficiary of this one for the Dogs. He's going to go back and have a shot from about 30 metres out, almost as good as directly in front. This would be a big plus for the Dogs if Jenko can go back and kick this one.
And one that I would think that he's a pretty good most
kick.
Times.
He's a pretty good kick, so he should go back and kick this, you'd think. Swings it from left to right. That's a great finish, and he's pretty pumped up, Brad Jenkinson. And the boys get around him, all the Dogs there get to him. But gee, this game is just going tit for tat at the moment here, Ben Jaffrey.
Oh, it definitely is. They desperately needed that, though. They managed to stop that flow of momentum that the Nomads had, and hopefully for their sakes they can take that and keep going. But the Nomads, as I say, they've played some good football this quarter.
Absolutely, there's a cracking game of footy here at the moment, and no doubt about it. Good crowd in as well here at Wolseley Oval as the ball's thrown up again. We see Howgate go in the middle there for the Dogs. His first time in the ruck today, but the Nomads able to rebound it out, looking for Hunt. His kick over the top. Williams in no man's land, and that was a really good effort there by Mack. Just bodied the ball, but his hand pass was probably left to be desired. Howgate at ground level just wanted to go after it. Ball trickles free, still stuck in the middle there. Doesn't look like anybody can get this one out, and the umpire says he'll have it. So we'll go again here. Another ball up just inside the centre square here of Wolseley Oval. The Dogs back in front by 14 points as it comes out now to George. His hand pass was good. It was look away, and it found Spackman, who tears away. His left foot's got a bit of a chip in and under sort of mentality to it. Gets towards Mark Barrow, who gets a fist to it. And the boundary umpire says it was in time, and we'll have a throw-in inside the forward pocket.
I don't know if that was a miss kick by Spackman, but usually he'd have a ping there. So whether it's a miss kick or he's just gone, no, I'll take the better option to Barrow. Didn't come off, but
a little bit of pressure there too on the kick. Might have been a bit on it. I'm not too sure, but as you say, normally a bit sweeter a kick than that one, Spackman. As the ball comes out of the back of the boundary throw-in, it's repelled out onto the wing. Good-looking kick, but unable to be reeled in the mark. It allows Mac to just charge through, paddle it forward to George. He dances around a couple of opponents, gives it to Lamb, who hand passes over to Hardy. He gets himself back into trouble before feeding out a long hand pass to Andrew George. He'll just measure up the kick, went looking for Hillard, unable to take the mark. That's a big hit. That's a big hit, and it's late as well. And no, there's not going to be a down the ground or a 50-metre penalty. It looks as though the free kick is just going to go to Raymond for the high tackle. But, gee, that was fierce, wasn't it, Ben Jaffrey?
He didn't miss him there. He's holding the side of his head, old Rambo there, but...
Picked himself up, tough lad.
He is. He goes hard at the ball, and that was another perfect example of it, going hard. And
he fed it back there just to get it out of play, and there's about 5 minutes left of this, the third quarter.
Good mark by Andrew George there.
He's having a good game here, is Andrew George. It's tough to pick a best on at this stage of the game as the ball comes into the forward pocket again. Raymond, who's probably in that conversation, rebounds it out for the Nomads, goes towards Lamb, who takes a good chest mark in front of his opponent on centre wing.
Yeah, good mark there. Ease a little bit of pressure, and see if they can turn it around now and put it on the Nomads. That's a good mark.
That's a good clunk. Who's that down there? Can't quite tell.
That's Connor Ness with the headgear on.
Oh, right.
Connor's a really great mark, actually. He's, whether it's backing into a pack or coming
over the top, he's been pretty good today.
He's got a really good set of hands on him. Good kick too, as we've just seen there.
Absolutely. There's been a free kick paid. Nomads on the centre wing going long towards the forward pocket. Big punch from behind there by Wollaston, unable to get it forward. Richards picks it up at ground level. He just steadies, always seems to have time.
He does.
And he finds Hunt there uncontested. He's right on the edge there on the 50. He's got a couple of men back. One of them's Raymond. Finds him. There's a bloke coming on the field just from the interchange. He hasn't seen him. Went looking for Quayle instead. Andrew George nearly pulls off one of the marks of the day.
Pirouette.
Unable to reel it in though. Just hit ground level. And the umpire says I'll ball it up as there's stacks on the middle inside the Nomads forward 50.
Big chance here for the Nomads. A goal with how many minutes to go? Not too many.
There'd be less than 5 minutes remaining here. There's 3 minutes and 57 seconds remaining here of the third term of the 2019 AFL Northwest Grand Final as the ball up comes down. Hunt just paddling it forward there for the Nomads. Marr leads the race in front of Richards. Got there first, but Modra, as they call him, able to tangle it up and probably calls a ball up, you'd say, here inside the forward 50 again for the Nomads. Just locking it in there, Ben Jaffrey.
Bit of wrestling between those two. They've mashed up a little bit on each other today, and they've had a good running duel. Benny Mars seemed to be the go-to man for a tag for the Dogs over the last 12 months or so after he did such a great job on Hayden Chapel last year, despite not getting the cookies.
Absolutely.
But yeah, he seems to be doing another good job on Modra when he gets thrown on him. I think Jasper Thomas is playing a bit on him as well.
I think so. I wouldn't mind betting that Thomas might have just picked up a bit of a shoulder complaint as the game's gone on. As the ball comes up again, this time it's just picked forward and it's come over the back. There's a foot race on to try and ensure it's not anything more than a minor score. As Cooper and Raymond exchange pleasantries there in the forward pocket. Crowd getting a bit stirred, but that's just Ryan Cooper's way. And Raymond not going to take a backward step either there. Tough young man. As Wollaston now going to do the kicking in there for the Dogs. His kick, a wobbly old punt. It eventually finds its way out to Barrow, but he's got 2-on-1, so he's under pressure. Able to paddle it forward to Jimmy Mack. He goes long and high up the wing and falls into the hands of Baker, unable to take the mark. It paddles free and coming through there well for the Nomads. And now it comes out the back door. They'll reload again, and a good measured kick finds number 19 there in the middle.
I know his name and I can't think of it. Andrew Gray, the ruckman. I was going to say, I knew it was on the tip of my tongue. Good probing kick in there.
Nearly a big fly in there from the side, nearly reeled in the mark, unable to peel it in though, and we're just going to see it bobble around, and the umpire will say, I'll have it once again. Repeated contests inside the Nomads forward 50, just providing them opportunities to really not allow the Bulldogs to score, but which makes you think that goal from Jenkinson a couple of minutes ago is going to be really vital in the make-up of this game. As the ball comes free again out the back, finds its way into the hands of Quayle. He feeds it back once more. A little chip into the pocket. It's 1-on-1. Good punch there from behind by Kurganvin. But they've paid the mark. That's a good grab in the end there. Really tough contest.
Dylan Moore's taking that. Young Dylan Moore. He's kicked a goal or two today, if I Finoni's popped it in there.
Absolutely, would be a really big plus here for the Nomads. 90 seconds left. Richards at ground level.
Dangerous.
This is very dangerous. Snap around the body, went high, and unable to find a major there late in the third term. It's just a minor score. And with the 90 seconds or so left of this, the third quarter, there's still a bit of pushing and shoving here going on. But Wollaston with the kick, and it's, that flirted with the boundary line, but Hartley marks it inboard. Goes just up the line once again where he finds Spackman unopposed. This makes you wonder who's playing on Spackman there at the minute. He's found a little bit of footy. A bit quieter by his own standards though. He's now lines it up, goes long up the wing. Gee, that's a big kick. He's looking for George. He had a 2-on-1, unable to beat him. Comes out the back door, and now the Nomads can reload through McDonald once again. And he goes long into the middle and finds another uncontested man. They're just piling up here at the moment. They're queuing up in the inboard, the Nomads. Berrymorga goes long forward for the Nomads. That was a poor bounce there, unlucky. Neither there at ground level for the Dogs. He's trying to get it forward and try to keep it out of harm's way. It eventually spills free. A little bit of a hack out of mid-air there by Mack. Just gets it forward. Lamb looking to lay the tackle. He does. Just got the possession away. Good smother there from Jimmy Mack. He's had a good quarter here for the Bulldogs. Plenty of work to do. Paddles it forward now out to the wing where he finds Barrow. Uncontested. He's got a lot of room to run. He goes long up the line looking for Hillard. Can the Dogs find one more here in the last few seconds of the third term? They've got 12 seconds if they want to find a goal. Hillard, he measures it and he gets it to Spackman about 50 metres from goal. And if there is somebody who's got the journey here in the Bulldogs outfit, Ben Jaffrey, it's Jake Spackman.
Yeah, he's got the length here. As the siren sounds
and deafens the pair of us.
Yeah. He's got the distance. He's gone back a very long way here.
And to be honest with you, he's still got the foot from here even. What's he done with it? A big, long hoik. He's found the distance, but it'll just be a minor score. Still not a bad result there at the end of the third term. As the Bulldogs and the Nomads continue to trade blows. This is really anyone's game here.
Gunnedah Bulldogs going to three-quarter time with a lead.
We're building the suspense here, waiting for the score to be updated.
I think he is.
I think we
all are.
Waiting with bated breath here, but it's proving to be a cracking grand final. This one, Ben Jaffrey. I think it's something that everybody wanted.
Leading 11 goals, 10-76. The Armadale New England Nomads 9 goals, 7-62.
14 points.
14 points the difference here at three-quarter time at Wolseley Oval. This is a cracking AFL Northwest Grand Final, Ben Jaffrey.
Great game of football. Great day. Good to be here. Very happy with that. Good to have a commentator as well, but we better stop making everyone's ears bleed.
Absolutely. We're going to be going back to doing what we do best, updating our live blog on the Northern Daily Leader website for you to keep up with the scores today, as well as listening to the great commentary and the great vision here on the AFL Northwest Facebook page. And watch out for the stories with all the analysis and all the interviews hearing from the people that matter in the coming days about the grand finals. But from Ben Jaffrey and myself, bye for now.
Hooroo.
Again in this last and final quarter of AFL Northwest, Georgie's got it, taking it away. And straight down, but Morgan Dunn's got the intercept and he's moving on. Got it to Rambo, taken off, and a clearing kick there from the Nomads.
Jesse Petrescu did it.
But straight down the guts of James Mack. Been looking for his options now and sending it back down the line. Almost spectacularly taken by Andrew George, but punched away. He's down. Out from the Nomads, taken by the Bulldogs. And defended well there by Hamish Morgan.
Over to number 32. James Grant. Down it goes. Dave Richards. Modra, can he do it? He spins around. Is it? It's over. That is a great goal. David Richards.
Well done to the Nomads. So within the first 2 minutes, they've got another major on the board. Oh, no, it's been marked as a behind, we've been told. Spectacular effort nonetheless.
It looked pretty good. I had the two hands up already for the goal. Bulldogs about to bring it back into play.
And he's over. Missed the head of a few there. Nomads trying to collect it off the ground. Come out. They've got it though. Handball out. And down to... collected by the Bulldogs. Benny Mars got it again. Taking it down the centre of the ground. Kicking to the forward line.
Go the big punch. They go the big punch.
No mark, but we got a whistle.
Oh no, it's a free kick.
Free kick to the Bulldogs. Over the shoulder perhaps.
Number 15, Mark Burrow.
Jacob Spackman tried to run, take the advantage and kick it through the goal.
No, it's number 5, sorry. Mark Ewington. This could be his 4th, I think.
Well, he's been pretty good so far today, so for the Bulldogs' sake, he's hoping things don't change.
He's hit back straight away.
And he has.
Big goal.
So, straight back 2 minutes more and...
Goal number 4 for number 5, the veteran Mark Ewington.
And that is Mark Ewington's 4th goal. So, 2 goals already in the first... This final quarter.
10-82, leading New England Nomads 9 goals, 10-64.
Neither team are giving anything away at this point, which fair enough. Playing for some pretty important stakes right here. Grand final glory. Out the side, off to Andrew George. He's kicked it, shanked it a bit to the left.
Off the left foot shank. Rolling towards the boundary line. Morgan keeps it in.
Butts it in.
Should he have kept it in? Frosty picks it up for the Nomads.
Oh no, and just dropped there by Wulu Hall, Choco. They collect it again.
Brady McDonald picks it up.
Up, down, not caught.
Bit of a push there from Dill.
Oh, Dylan Moore thrown on the ground.
He earned that, Annette, he earned that.
He did. He didn't have the ball and rightly called so. Not much of Dylan Moore, but he's a great little footballer and a lot more guts to what he is. An incorrect disposal there and a turnover again. Gunnedah Bulldogs. Touched.
I think that's a free to Tommy Hunt, in the back.
Down a bit, not looking good there. So who have we just lost? We've got somebody coming off. Interchange. Number 33 for the Nomads, Thomas Moscow. Once again, not caught by anybody.
Is he going to run it to the boundary line? No, the Nomads keep it in. Dave Richards gets it over to Dylan Moore.
But he's kicked it out on the full, unfortunately. A little snap just going a bit too wide. And the Bulldogs get another chance to try and clear it from their end.
Scores Gunnedah Bulldogs 12-10-82. New England Nomads 9-10-64.
And kick's gone up. Few contesting. Nobody's come away with it. Dave Richards had a go. No luck. 2 little quick handballs. And now in the hands of number 8.
Callum O'Loughlin's taking the mark. He's looking for Angus.
And
Nice lead and pass. Angus Quayle.
He's found it. Well, Quayle's kicked a few today,
He
so
certainly has. I don't think distance will be a problem here in that.
no. Once again, a bit of an acute angle, but
Probably 30 out, maybe 30 out probably on a
checking for the wind.
45-degree angle here.
This is the goal-scoring end we've ascertained so far. Although there was a significant flow against that in this last quarter.
All you New England Nomads out there in live stream land, you probably want him to kick this. We're right behind him. Oh, it's off to the right, unfortunately.
Normally a very steady boot. Perhaps nerves, perhaps the angle. But that's another minor on the scoreboard for the New England Nomads, and another chance for Gunnedah to try and get it down to their forward line. Safe kick there, straight down to one of the Bulldogs players. Taking their time, moving it on. Was that touch? Not sure. Couldn't say. But mark paid, so obviously not. And straight back to New England Nomads.
Got to be a jack of all trades up here in the commentary box. You've got to be able to commentate. You've got to be able to keep the score going.
You're doing a great job keeping that scoreboard ticking over there.
That's downfield. He's been hit really hard, Choco.
Yeah.
Wallu Hall.
He's down. He's not getting up. There's a bit of movement, but he doesn't look good.
Hope he's okay. He's a tough character.
Got a few coming over.
It is downfield. He is up and about. He's a tough guy, that guy.
He's getting a little bit of a jog in. I don't know if he's going to take the downfield kick. No.
Pass to Rambo. Over his head.
Missed. Picked up. And, down.
Great tackle. Dylan Moore. Looks up. He's looking for Angus Quayle again.
Quick kick.
Big punch.
No love. Straight through the guts of them. Benny Marr. But he's handballed it to the Nomads. And I think we've called a trip.
Is it a trip?
I didn't quite see that, Shane. Did you get that one?
I didn't see that. I was following the ball, unfortunately. But
I guess we'll have to watch it on the replay.
Go to the replay. Benny Marr about to take the kick. Waste no time.
That's a good high kick. Connor Nest once again getting involved in the play.
Luke Raymond gets the ball, just kicks it anywhere.
Just coughs it over, unfortunately, to the Gunnedah Bulldogs.
They're all in the centre. Number 12.
Yeah, they've found Gary Briggs. Briggsy right there. He's probably about 60 out.
He's looking for a lead.
Kicked it into the centre. Once again, overcooked just a tad. There's a few people in there looking for it.
Oh, he's found somebody. Loose man out there. Angus Quayle's loose out there. Can he get it?
Knocked down. Well shepherded there by the Bulldogs. Kicked, but smothered. They're all heading towards the sideline, trying to keep that ball in play. Pick it up. Nomads got it again. There's Izzy. Is he calling hold? No. Yes.
Dropping the ball. That's a great tackle.
It was. He had a few chances. The arms were swinging around a bit and just couldn't quite make that connection to get it away.
Couple of interchange being done by the New England Nomads. Dropped the ball, picked up by the Nomads.
Kicked. Going out.
Out of bounds, yep.
No stoppage.
Left-hand forward pocket for the Nomads.
We'll have a throw in and see if they can use this as an opportunity to convert again.
17 points the difference here in the final quarter of the AFL Northwest Grand Final.
Good collect there by the Bulldogs, but kick straight back to the Nomads.
Straight to Choco.
Choco again. So he's obviously not feeling too much ill effect from going down a couple of minutes ago.
He's told everybody, I'm going to be able to kick this.
He's kicking it from the centre circle. That's quite impressive.
I think it's the 50-yard arc. Can he make the distance?
He's gone back to the centre circle to take his run up.
A Ben Brown run up. It's a shocker. He's gone for a pass to Dave Richards. Dave's dropped it and it's out of bounds.
So an interesting play there.
Fooled everybody, including us.
Yep. Legitimately thought he was going to try and take a crack at that one, but It's obviously something that they've worked on.
I think we're going to throw that one in again.
Having to go back and try that one. No distance there.
Angus Quayle up against Jeremiah Howgate.
Comes down Bulldogs to the ground again. Picked up by Dave Richards. Oh,
he's slow. And he's paid incorrect disposal.
Oh, that sounds a bit contentious by the reaction of the crowd, but it's the umpire's call.
Bulldogs are here. They go. Not such a great pass, and a bit of a fumble. It's out of bounds.
Out of bounds, and we'll throw it in again. And we've got just under 15 minutes left to play of this game. It's a 3-goal difference.
17 points. It's not much in today's game. You can score 17 points fairly quickly.
Well, we did see it early in the second half from the Nomads when they came and scored 2 quick in succession, but we also saw some great defensive work from the Bulldogs in the last couple of quarters where they were able to save quite a number of goals. The Nomads have it again.
Out into wide spaces here.
Kick to the water boy.
Yeah, Clary Barker. Here he goes. Clary's picked it up. He's got a pass to Dylan. Is it to Dylan Moore? Yes, it's a great mark. Dylan Moore.
Beautiful take there by the young man.
Dylan's played a great game today.
He has played very well. He's got involved. Got touches. I think he scored a goal today as well.
Yeah, he might have a couple.
It's a bit of an angle, but
he's not wasting any time here.
No distance.
And guess what? I think it's straight through the middle.
He's got it. So,
is this a comeback?
Goal to number 11 from the
That makes the Nomads 10 goals, 11, 71.
Gunnedah, 10 goals, 11, 71. Just trailing Gunnedah Bulldogs, 12 goals.
Gunnedah Bulldogs 12, 10, 82.
So it's a 2-goal game here, and
11
we now
points.
have just under 13 minutes left to play. So it's still anybody's game at this point in time.
13 minutes, 11 points. It's going to be neck and neck. Is it going to go down to the wire?
I know that everybody is going to be busting their guts for this last 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, I heard the coaches saying don't leave anything out in the paddock. Everything's got to be for this final quarter.
And Gunnedah have been favourites all year, or very close favourites with Inverell. But we know last weekend that the New England Nomads pulled up a big upset against the Saints. So will they do it again today? Or
yeah, we can only wait and see.
There wasn't much between the Bulldogs and the Saints this year. Only percentage saw the Inverell Saints finish on top, and they did have a very convincing semi-final win. Bit of a tougher test today. Off by Andrew George, cleared it away, but has it made it to touch? Yes, it has.
It's out of bounds.
No, another stoppage, another throw-in.
Time for everyone to reset.
Gives everybody a bit of an opportunity to move around, get closer to the play, set themselves up.
11 points, it's not much. I'd suggest that it's got to be the Nomads that score next to net to be in this game.
I think so. They'll have a lot of self-belief from last weekend, but I reckon that Gunnedah, they get the next one, are going to be pushing very, very hard for the remainder of the match.
Home ground advantage, remember, to the Bulldogs.
Yep. Then Ben Ma up, down to Izzy.
Izzy is a big kick normally, is it? The umpire hasn't moved.
Yeah, got no score. Unsighted.
1 point.
Yeah, unsighted from field umpire Josh McKenzie, so it's just a behind.
Brings the margins down to 10 points. Scott Hardy, I think, to bring the ball in. Here he comes.
There's a lead provided out on the wing, but missed that. Gone up and down and straight
That's a free kick to Tommy Hunt from the Nomads, number 5. Handballs it over to Choco. Wallu Hall, here he goes. Looking for Izzy, looking for Angus Quayle.
No. He snapped kick.
Oh, is it on the line? He's just
touched. Beautiful. Once again, testament to some of this defensive work that the Bulldogs have done today, saving so many goals.
Adam Curvingen just got a punch to that ball.
Couple of fingers, all you need to make it. Gone to ground. Nomads again, pinging it back.
Not looking for anybody, unfortunately. Mark taken by number 28, Brent Hartley. And its ball's gone out of bounds.
Oh. Unfortunate for the Bulldogs there. They had that chance to
9
move
points.
it down
9
again.
points in it. 9 points.
2-goal game.
Yep.
Just under 10 minutes to go now. Andrew George has got it. Handballed it away. Not to anybody, unfortunately.
Nomads are doing all the attacking. They just can't quite get it past that half-forward line at the moment.
No, it's a...
Here's a chance. Is it Andrew Gray? I think that's the big ruckman, number 19.
Number 19, Andy Gray. Most definitely is, and he scored a
Andrew
goal
Gray,
for the
what a
Nomads.
great goal.
So now Gunnedah Bulldogs.
Number 19, Andrew Gray.
This is game on.
Gunnedah still leading, 12 goals, 10, 82. Leading the New England Nomads.
Guess what now, Annette? It's a 3-point game. 3 points.
And this is a very similar score line now to what happened last week between Saints and the Nomads. And it's come out, the tap's gone the Saints' way again, the Nomads' way again, sorry. Oh, punched in the air and defensively taken, but no, down, collected. Bulldogs, ball up.
Umpire Robert Smith walks in, says, give the ball to me, I'll throw it up. 3-point game.
And
Big
Andy
big top Hunt, Tommy Hunt.
Such a presence in the ruck, Andrew Gray. He's done so well. Oh, through the legs of Choco. Who have we got? 2 on 1. Holding the man.
Holding the man. Gee, what a
And
call.
we have a penalty to Gunnedah. Oh, calling for a 50 there.
Bradley Jenkinson.
Not getting it.
Number 13, Bradley Jenkinson.
Do you think he'll take it himself, or do you think he'll look for somebody in the 50?
I reckon he says, give it to me. I can put this straight through the centre.
Well, the mark's only about 35 metres out. Interesting run up.
Oh,
Solid
he's
kick.
ran through the guy on the mark. Has he made it?
It's got a goal.
It's a goal.
So that'll settle those Gunnedah's players and supporters just a little bit. The lead's back out to
9 points.
2 goals.
Number 2 to number 13, Bradley Jenkinson.
7.5 minutes left.
Extend their lead. 13 goals, 10, 88.
Just had an interchange for the Gunnedah Bulldogs. Ryan Cooper has come off. And we have Hayden Baker back on the field on the wing.
How long to go, Annette? Annette, how long to go?
Oh, we just have under 7 minutes now.
7 minutes. And 9 points. 7 minutes, 9 points.
A lot can happen in 7 minutes, Shane.
Free kick in the ruck. Tommy Hunt about to take it. I think he'll roost it long.
Couple of leads, but it's going long. Up.
Where's the Nomads?
Down to everybody. There's Dave Richards chasing, but he's got some competition. Hayden Baker picked it up. Clear and kick. Jacob Spackman's close. There he is. He got it. A bit of a pull. Oh, he's recollected. Oh, my goodness.
Ball's out of bounds.
And it's a penalty to Jacob Spackman.
Oh, Spackers, they say, give me the ball. I'll take it.
He'd almost try for goal from there too, wouldn't he, Shane?
He's looking around. He's looking around.
He's seeking out some options in the middle.
It's a long left footer.
There's 3 Nomads. Not a lot to contest with, but collected by number 24. Alistair Hillard.
Alistair's put it through for a point.
So the Bulldogs will be trying to lock it in again now. Keep the pressure on. And score another major.
10-point game. It's a 10-point game.
Kick out. Dylan Moore's in there. Jacob Spackman again. Got it. A little kick to the left. Down to Gary Briggs. He's trying to get it away. Trying to get it. Handball off. Handballs to James Mack. Up in the air. Contest. Very well contested there.
Dropping the ball.
And dropping the ball. So penalty to the New England Nomads, who will probably breathe a mild sigh of relief.
Jonathan Frost. He's looking out wide for Tommy Hunt. Thought his jumper was pulled in, Tommy Hunt.
He's flicked it across.
Brady McDonald. He's been tackled. Oh, and he's dropping the ball.
He did try and take it for a bit of a run there, so fair call from the umpire.
Bulldogs looking for a pass.
Oh,
Is
was
that
it
out on the full?
No, not called by the lines person. I think that's with Gary Briggs, is it?
Yeah, no, Farron Lamb, number 23.
Aaron Lamb.
Oh, no, it is out on the full.
So,
He hands
going
it back to Tommy Hunt.
a small little chip kick there.
Looks for Choco. Walloo Hall, he's got to get rid of
Taking
it.
Oh no, he's missed. And
bit
out
of a-
again.
Bit of a mess up there by the Nomads.
And we have just under 4 minutes 30, Shane.
4 minutes 30, 10 points. Can the Bulldogs do it, or can the Nomads come back?
They've managed to switch it around in this last part of the last quarter. A lot of time spent early in this quarter was down in the Nomads forward. It's moved up this way to the Gunnedah area.
Yeah, in the back to Isaiah Graham. He's a long kick, this guy. He's a left footer. I reckon I've seen him roost at 60 or 70 metres sometimes. Let's see what he does.
I think he'll need to kick it that far. Yes. Oh, hands in the air, but no cigar.
Connor Nest.
Another clearing kick.
Dave Richards, can he get it at the
100.
back? Dylan Moore, is it? Oh, Dylan, great tackle.
And incorrect disposal there for Dylan. Oh, he's not very happy with himself either. I don't think he appreciated getting caught there, but
It's unfortunate. I thought he was going to run into an open goal there. Oh, that's a great mark, Andrew. Andrew Gray.
Andy Gray's taken that one.
He's looking upfield. Nomads need a mark here.
And who's it got it?
Oh, I reckon that's nearly a mark. Not quite. Dave Richards is on the ball. Hand passes out. Angus Quayle gone for the snap. Is it happening?
No.
Gee whiz.
Just left, it looks.
Is that out on the full?
Our goal umpire isn't really giving us anything, is he?
No, he's not. I think it is, though. Bulldogs about to take the free.
Yeah. So no score registered just then.
Back pocket, right in the back pocket.
And just under 3 minutes left for this
3
game.
minutes, 10 points, 3 minutes. They must score next.
just
Nomads
over-
must score next.
Just over the head of Zaya. And Bulldog's hand goes up. Ball up is called. We've got some chanting coming down for the Nomads at one end of the ground.
Bit of a snap out there. It's Angus Quayle's got the ball. He runs through everybody. He's looking for the hand pass out. He finds Frosty. Goes through his legs, unfortunately. Frosty still, his hand pulls it straight to the Gunnedahs, guys.
And who have we got here? Hayden Baker again. No,
Oh, that's
he missed
really
it.
well done. Over to Brady McDonald.
But,
Unfortunately.
taken there by Brett Hartley again.
Well done, Brett.
I think he saved a few goals today.
Over to Andrew George.
Oh, and a shank.
Oh, that's
kick.
a shank.
Andrew George, what unfortunate.
Straight to James Grant, who hands it over to Brady McDonald.
And it's up.
It's
And-
Dave Richards, is it? No, it's not quite. Bulldogs are hanging in there.
Just-
defending grimly.
Bounced out of his hands, didn't it?
It did. Oh, there's a Bulldog by himself, Rambo. Unfortunately, couldn't get there in time.
Unmarked.
Number
yes.
23, Farron Lamb. He looks downfield, it bounces off his chest.
Off the chest of Ewington.
Oh no,
But
the
it
handball.
handballs.
Choco is
Grayson
intercepted.
Choco.
Over to Connor Ness. Connor Ness roosts it. Is there any Nomads down there? Yes, someone's got a hand in there.
But deflected.
The Bulldogs are grimly hanging on here.
Hanging on with a minute 10 left.
A minute 10, 10 points. They've got to score. They've got to score.
The Nomads have to get this right now, otherwise there just won't be the time.
That's right. They've kicked it out here.
Hayden Barker's there. Awkward bounce. Runs through
He's
three
looking
of
for
them,
the
but it's
inside. He's
touched.
found Benny Marr.
Ben Marr's gone.
Oh, he's found Farron.
Farron Lamb
Farron
going
Lamb.
for it himself.
Has he kicked it? Oh, it's a point.
Another point, but it might
11.
be enough because we have just under 40 seconds left to
40
play.
seconds and it's 11 points. 40 seconds, 11 points. Choco's got to go straight down the centre. He's looking for Connor.
He's found him.
Connor
Taking
Ness
the mark.
finds
He's
it.
got to move it quickly.
They've got to move it quick. And Dylan Moore's got to go.
Oh no! It's but
Clary
covered.
Barker.
Clary Barker's got it. Kicked it. Angus Quayle gives chase.
Oh, it's hit the
It's hit the post.
It's hit the post.
15 seconds, Shane. What
15
an
seconds.
epic match.
I think this is going to be a Bulldogs win. They're starting to celebrate here.
I think they are. Just waiting for the hooter to go.
There's the hooter.
There's the siren. We have a winner for the 2019 AFL Northwest Grand Final.
Our
What
premiers.
is our final score, Shane?
It's the Gunnedah Bulldogs, 14-11-90, have defeated the Armidale Nomads, 11-13, 79, an 11-point win to the Gunnedah Bulldogs. Well done to them. Commiserations to the Nomads. They've put up a great fight. It's been a great game.
It certainly has been so good. So much energy, great contest, and I think a stellar defensive effort there by the Bulldogs.
And who do you reckon was best on ground?
I am terrible at picking these things despite being an umpire myself, Shane, but
I reckon that the losing team, Connor Ness, played a great game for the Nomads.
he definitely did.
Down in defence. I thought Andrew George played a fantastic game for the for the Bulldogs as well.
And they are deserving victors there today, the Gunnedah Bulldogs.
They certainly
Such a
are.
strong season. As said, only just missed out on being the minor premiers on percentage to the Inverell Saints. Strong all year.
So well done to the club, well done to the Gunnedah Bulldogs club.
And great work by the New England Nomads, of course, to kind of be the dark horse who bolted right at the end of the season to make it. And it wasn't much in it in the end.
No,
Just one or two kicks difference.
Well done to everybody, 11 points.
Thank you very much for keeping me company today, Shane.
Hey, no probs in it.
And thanks to Bill and Ben for stepping in the third quarter.
Bill and Ben, our flower pot men, they did a great job as well. So we're signing off. Annette Hadley, Shane Voigt. Catch us next year.
Thank you, Shane. Likewise.
Show your support. senior men's game this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we would like to thank Hamish, the ground manager, for putting on the show here today. Thank you very much to Hamish and all those members of the Gunnedah Bulldogs that helped out with the proceedings today. First and foremost, our officials for today, we have our umpires, Travis Brown, Robert Smith, Josh McKenzie, if they would like to come out here. Big thank you to our umpires today and throughout the year. Again, without these people we can't have a game, so a big round of applause to the umpires. Next, we have all of our boundary umpires, goal umpires that have helped for the final game today. If they would like to come forward, boundary umpires and goal umpires. In what was an amazing game today, unfortunately there does have to be a second place team, was the Nomads today. They've done such great efforts all year, defeating the minor premiers Inverell Saints last week and then coming up against a juggernaut like the Gunnedah Bulldogs today. So I'd like to call forward James, their coach, if he can come forward.
First of all, just Gunnedah boys. I said this all week. You're the premier team all year, boys. You're quite unlucky to miss out in that top spot, and you show. Every game we played you this year, you put it to. And then that first. That first quarter, boys. I think you put the game to bed, and obviously 11 points, and you're up by 30 in that first quarter. So we just had to play catch up. Look, halfway through the year, I thought we might have put a bit of a push through the finals, and obviously, boys, to get this far, 11 points away, or 12 points away from the win in the grand final, couldn't have been prouder, boys. Great bunch of lads. It's been an awesome year, boys. So hopefully, most of you stick around next year. We can hopefully have a rematch and get one back on you. But yeah, good day, boys. But anyway, cheers.
Thanks, James. Ladies and gentlemen, just before we present the medals, I'd like to get Doug Farr out here just to say a few words.
Firstly to the Armidale Football Club, what a hell of an effort, guys. That was a brilliant game of football. It had everything: hard, tough, running, tackling, high marks, kicking, great skills. Probably one of the best country football finals I've been involved in. So a credit to you guys, your coach and the way you play. Have a safe trip home and a great summer, guys. Thank you very much. What can I say, boys? We started a journey a long time ago. Didn't know where it was going to end up. And for those that came back during the year and helped us out when we were short, this is just deserved to all you guys, to all their supporters, to all the long-serving people of this club. This is 3 years in a row, win 2 out of 3. Well done and congratulations, and thank you guys. Great effort.
Ladies and gentlemen, just calling up the premiers for the 2019 AFL Grand Final. In no particular order, we have Hayden Dossie Baker. We have Mark Robert Burrow. Little breezy himself, Gary Briggs. The Boozlehead, Ryan Cooper. Adam Kagurkagurvanen. One more premiership than your brother, isn't it, mate? Mark, the man, Ewington, 4 goals today. Well done to you. Lenny George, Andrew George. Scotty Hardy. Brent Hartley. Alistair Batchelor. Mining Howgett. Your name, Jeremiah. Second best, number 13 out there, Bradley Jenkinson. Doozy Lamb. Jimmy Mack. Tommy Marr. Oliver Nader. Samuel Proudfoot. Turbo, Isaac Reeves. Stackers, Jacob Stackman. Jasper Thomas. John Boner-Willison. And ladies and gentlemen, the captain of the Gunnedah Bulldogs, Benny Marr. Benny, any words?
First of all, I'd just like to thank the Nomads. It's really turned up today, and I think the team was, if you say 5 minutes anyway, you guys were pretty well decided for a different outcome. So cheers to you boys, drive safe, and enjoy the off-season, hope to see you back next year. To the crowd and everyone that turned up, it's bloody good. To the committee, thanks guys, without you guys the season can't go ahead, and we all have a lot of credit to you fellas for running the show. See ya boys! I'm proud of each and every one of you. It's been a pretty long season. It's come out like this. Oh, yeah, pretty stoked to say. Cool. Thanks, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, just before we present the cup for the premiership win, our best on ground player today, as voted by the umpires on the field. Bit of an upset here today with the losing team having the best player on the field. Luke Raymond, number 35. Well played, mate. Well played. I say upset, but very much deserved. Best player out there, Rowdy. Well done. We'll give you... Rowdy, any words, mate? No. Without any much further ado, I'll call forward the Gunnedah Bulldogs, Premier team for 2019. Dougie Marr, lead them out. To come and receive the Premiership Cup from the Greater Bank AFL Northwest.
Australia's football finest!
Congratulations, Gunnedah. Again, thank you very much to everyone that has helped out with the proceedings today. Have a safe night. We'll see you all back here in 2020.